So, Mark, we're getting very close. Of East of the River comic book and collectible show. Our friend Scott Pellin, this is going to be the big one. We haven't had one in a whole year. June 27th, 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Admission's only $1, and early bird starts at 8 a.m. for $3. But Mark, with all that being said, where the hell is this thing going to be?
Well, Brian, it's going to be at the biggest location that East of the River's Comics and Collectibles show has ever been. It's going to be at Sports on 66, an indoor sports facility at 265 West High Street at the intersection of routes 66 and 16 in East Hampton, Connecticut.
Nice. For
more info, or if you need any info about the show, either message Scott Pellin, who is the guy putting the whole show on, or East of the River Comics and Collectibles show on Facebook.
Right. And just so everybody knows, face covering is still required for the show.
Yes.
Safety is number one, and we hope to see you there because I will be there, Free Lunch Studios will be there, and over 65 vendors will be there. So you're gonna get your money's worth. Bring all that money you haven't spent in the last year and bring it with you.
All that money you've been saving up because you haven't got any shows.
Right.
Brian's waiting to take it all from you.
This is the one, baby. So we'll see you there June 27th from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at East of the River Comic Book and Collectible Show.
Sports on 66, East Hampton, Connecticut. We'll see you there. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Geekonomics, we're back. It's a Monday. That means it's the podcast, unless there's a holiday, and then we move it to Tuesdays, but usually on Mondays. So here we are. We're doing the show. Brian, how you doing? How's things?
Good, Mark. Things are good.
Nice.
I got a lot of stuff to talk about today.
I know you had like a whole laundry list of things you got ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, well, we gotta do a show about something.
Yeah. Are you doing the Francia bun pullback right now? Is that what you're working with?
I have that.
Oh my gosh.
I have that. I don't have a bun.
Mm.
I am getting my hair cut on Thursday.
Your choice or Allison's?
Oh, mine. Allison, she's fine. She's like, I said to her, I said,
here's the rationalization why she's making you think it's your choice, but really it's her choice.
No, she doesn't care. Like I said, in all honesty, Mike, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. Like, does it look bad or whatever? What do you think? And she goes, honestly, I see you every day, so I don't know. It
doesn't affect me as much. Yeah.
She goes, it looks fine to me, but I know you're gonna complain that it's hot. Like this past weekend.
Holy
shit,
outside,
this hair sucks.
sweating on your neck and everything.
Yeah, and I'm constantly putting it up, and I am, and then I have like this hair right here that's too short. That doesn't go back there because it's too short. So Thursday,
you just cut those and then you don't have to worry about it.
Right, I know. Thursday I'm getting a haircut, and then Friday I'm getting my new license. So and mowing the lawn, especially in heat like this with hair this long, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. It sucks.
Getting the beard too, like a beard trim, like the whole thing.
I might trim it a little bit. It'll probably stay the same.
I tried it like a week when it really started to get warm, like when I go on walks and stuff, and I'm like, I can't. It's like my face is just like sweaty and gross afterwards. Like that's why I had to cut it off. I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I could deal with the goatee, but like full beard and like the neck sweat and all that.
I mean, I like my beard. I'll probably trim more on the sides and keep it big here, but the hair's got to go. I can't deal with it. Personally, like, it's been fun growing my hair out for a full year and seeing how long I can get it. I haven't had hair this long since high school. In high school, I had hair reaching to my shoulders. The hair, it curls, so it's about that length right now. And man, I just can't do it with the heat.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna I'll get a haircut and I'll be a fresh new Bryon next week.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm excited. And so Mark, how was your week? Did you anything worthy of talking about?
Didn't really watch anything except I finished Lucifer season 5, which it's like one of those shows I'm like trudging through because I've started watching it and now I want to see how it ends. Which I thought it was ending this season, but they ended up adding another season. So I'm like, okay. So
I thought that show ended years ago. I had
it was on
idea.
Fox, but then Fox canceled it and Netflix picked it up last year. So 4 and 5 have been on Netflix.
Yeah.
It still stays with the same like shot type as it was when it was on Fox. Like it has like the commercial break spots and all that still in the show.
Huh.
I think that's just like how they shoot it. So they're just like, this is how we do it. We don't want to like reinvent and just go straight through. So, but it's good. I like it. It's a good show. So got through that. Besides that, really even watch anything really this week. It was a crazy work week, so I didn't really have a chance to get into watching anything. I did watch yesterday. One of the interns he's an employee at Stafford, but he was an intern for his master's project at, I think he went to, I think he was at Quinnipiac. His master's, like they do like a documentary for their degree.
Yeah,
you have to do like a full length documentary. So he did the life and times of Ted Christopher. And it's on YouTube, and it was really well done. It's a 2.5 hour. It was a better 2.5 hour movie than
I know what you're gonna say.
Army of the Dead. So it went by quick, and you didn't even feel like you were watching it, as opposed to Army of the Dead, where you had to like pin your eyes open to be able to get through it.
Yeah.
But no, he did a really good job. He did all the shooting and editing and everything himself, and he spent a lot of time on it. And he did a really good job. So it's on YouTube if you're into auto racing or.
Now, for people who don't know, Ted Christopher passed away a couple years ago.
2017, yep.
In a helicopter.
Plane crash.
Oh, it was a plane crash?
Yeah, outside Ranford.
Yeah.
He was on his way to Riverhead Raceway.
Yeah.
He's like basically the Dale Earnhardt of local short track racing.
I guess.
It's like the easiest way to explain it to people. If you don't, like, if people aren't really big racing fans, they at least know who Dale Earnhardt is.
Yeah.
He was like that to like local racing. So his death was like a huge thing.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
He was only 58. So yeah. And then come to find out the guy that was his pilot, which I found out watching the documentary, I didn't even know from thing, like the guy that was flying the plane had not been medically cleared for 10 years to fly.
Oh my God.
That was one thing. And then I guess there was like a rag was like left wrapped like on a filter, like a piece of rag. Like they had tried cleaning the air filter, or someone had done something with the air filter, and there was like a tiny piece of like red rag that got inside the filter of the plane, some part of the plane. And that's what caused the engine to stop. Jeez. So basically, as they're in midair, the engine just stopped and they just like fell out of the sky, basically.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow. That's scary.
Yeah.
I mean,
so there's nothing they could have done. I mean, once they're up there, they're up there. But
Ted Christopher was kind of known as the guy who would come in from a helicopter. I mean, the guy was being flown around all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's scary. That's scary.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. Can't imagine.
No. Exactly. Yeah. But so that's not what the main story is about. It's just about his life and times and him growing up and everything. And he got a twin brother, and his mom's still alive. So the guy interviewed his mom and everything. And it's really nice. Like they interviewed a bunch of drivers and announcers and stuff, and kind of like just told his life story basically.
That's
and he did a really good job with it. So
yeah.
So I'm saying, if anyone's got some time, it's on YouTube. If you go to the Stafford Speedway YouTube page, it's like right on there. So
cool. Let's check out.
Check that out. But a lot of old. The other thing that was crazy for me, there was a lot of old footage because he like went through his whole career. So around the time we started doing Stafford stuff, there's a lot of that footage, from, like the 2000s and all that going through.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy to see like all the old like announcers like Andy Crane and
Oh God.
All the different like people, Tony Sutton, all the different people who have been announcing for all these years that we used to work with and stuff. And a lot of like the Victory Lane shots, my dad's in the background because he was always behind the.
It could have been our footage.
Yeah, so it was all like footage that we had shot and stuff too. So that was kind of crazy. Kind of like, oh, I remember who. Like as I'm like watching it, I'm like remembering the year and trying to figure out who the whole crew was during that time frame. So that was cool for me to kind of like little like blast from the past, kind of to kind of think about like all the different guys that worked at Stafford over the years.
Cool. Yeah, Stafford. We all people don't know. We worked there for a long time.
Yeah, I worked there from 2001 till 2019 when the last season was 2019 for me. Wow. Then the pandemic hit, so that's kind of like I figured it was a nice walk away point. So
yeah, I was there for a couple more like 5-6 years.
Yeah, I pretty much dragged every person I know there.
Yeah.
And that was in television.
I got the hell out of there.
Someone did at least a couple years of time. Like Brian Medore stuck around for a while. I met Brian Medore there. We met Brian Medore there. That's how I met him.
Yeah.
He was an intern.
He was my intern.
Yeah.
We were editing the NASCAR show.
Yeah, NASCAR New England.
At Jackaroot's compound.
In the chicken coop.
Yeah.
Literally an old chicken coop that he converted into a editing studio.
Whatever it was. It was cool.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. Well, other than that, we are 3 weeks away from the East of the River comic book convention, which I'm getting very excited about, Mark.
Oh, sorry, real quick. On Saturday, I went to a wedding for Heather Chaponis and Jason McElrath. They got married on Saturday, so congratulations to them on getting married.
That was it?
Well, I just wanted to throw it in there. Yeah.
Okay. I myself, Mark, had a very busy week. We had graduation and a bunch of other stuff. So, man, I really didn't watch much of anything worth talking about. My God, it's been crazy. I'm trying to finish Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm still on this game. I'm like probably 100 hours in or something, and I'm like trying to beat it because this Friday Ratchet and Clank come out for PS5. I'm very excited for that game. I'm like, I'll finish this eventually. It's so much fun, but I gotta grind now.
It's no Crash Bandicoot, I'll tell you that.
Crash Bandicoot, yeah. Oh,
I saw your video you posted today on Facebook.
That was from Uncharted 4, which is an amazing moment in video game history for me. Like playing Uncharted 4, and then all of a sudden it goes black, and then you see the PlayStation 1, and then you get to play Crash Bandicoot, and then it pans out, and Nathan Drake and his girlfriend, his wife are there, and they're playing the game. It was the most coolest moment. I'm very excited for the Uncharted movie with Tom Holland, who's Spider-Man. He will be playing Nathan Drake, a young Nathan Drake. So that's supposed to come out, I think, this year. So I'm excited to see how that pans out. If it's good or not.
Remember the Nathan Fillion fan-made thing?
That was amazing. Unbelievable, because Nathan Drake, as he got, by the time he hit the PS4, he kind of was modeled off after him.
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion. He looks uncanny to Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
And that's the face I always have in my head when I think of Nathan Drake. So it's a shame that they didn't go with an older Nathan Drake. But I get it. If you want this to be...
You want us to be able to stretch it out for as long as possible. So
right. You're going to make him younger.
Yeah. Start with Tom Holland. You can do... if you want to make him like the next James Bond, you can have him age as the character goes.
Yeah, as Tom Holland ages, the character.
Yeah, so does Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So, other than that, man, I really have nothing. The only thing Dua Lipa put out a new video for Love Again.
Okay.
I've been obsessed with this song. I've been playing it nonstop The video is HOT, as they say. But
Fans, you never thought you'd hear Brian Gazaska say he was into Dua Lipa for the win.
Right now, on high rotation in my house is her with her songs "Don't Start Now," "Levitating," and "Love Again."
You wrote these down, I noticed.
No,
so you don't forget them.
Right there.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Have
you seen her that on Netflix? They do a breaking down the song or whatever.
Yes, it's on. It's on. Yeah, that's a great show. I didn't watch that episode, but I saw the Trent Reznor one. I saw
one
the
for, 9 Inch Nails.
God, I can't think of their name.
I don't know, but there's a bunch of them, and it's a really good show.
Yeah. Anyway, that's really about it, man. I really haven't been a week. It's been a weird week.
It has been. It was a weird because it was like a short week, so it was kind of strange.
Yeah. Anywho, we're gonna get to the news, Mark.
All right.
Well, you told us how a couple weeks ago you watched the first season of that show that nobody talked about, Jupiter's Legacy on Netflix.
Jupiter's Legacy.
It's funny because that show came out. Other than you, I didn't know anybody who watched it. On YouTube, I have a group of folks that I kind of watch to see reviews of.
Song Exploder was the name of that show.
Song, yeah.
Would have bothered me if I didn't figure it out. So,
a lot of people did not give it great reviews.
Yes.
And it wasn't talked about at all, like really. So
it was very weirdly.
But they promoted the shit out of this thing.
They did.
I mean, there was stuff about it everywhere. Anyway, it is canceled now.
Yes.
I guess Josh Hummel. Did I say his last name?
Josh Duhamel.
Josh Duhamel. He went on Instagram, and when you get dumped by Netflix, you have to put yourself back out there.
Yeah.
Sexy Santa Summer. What up, Hulu? So he's trying to say, hey, Hulu, you interested in taking the show?
Because you didn't want the first time. You want this time?
You know what makes me not want to watch the show? Is that white beard. It just does not.
Well, because he's like old. It's supposed to be like they're like immortal.
I know. Makes sense.
But they somehow still age.
Now, I hear from
which makes no sense.
The graphic novels are good. I've
heard too. They're like a Mark Miller thing.
Yeah, Miller. It's a Mark Miller thing with someone else. I heard they're good. So if you like the first season or you wanted more, maybe go out and support your local comic book shop. And
to me, the thing with the show, besides the acting was bland and not good. For all the money they spent on all the special effects and of them flying and all the different things, the one place they didn't spend any money was on the hair. Like their wigs were terrible.
Yeah.
Like the daughter's wig was just atrocious. She had a black wig that did not fit her head or her body.
I've seen better wigs on Saturday Night Live, but it's amazing when you see a real wig.
I saw better wigs on the Martin show.
Right.
That was in the 90s. So there you go.
A good wig will make you let you to believe that's their real hair. A bad wig, you'll notice right away. So that's a shame. So anyway, Mark, you don't have to suffer through season 2.
No, which is like, I gotta say, they left it on a spot where they definitely were aiming for a second season.
Oh, of course.
So unfortunately, like, I kind of want to know what happened, but I guess I'll just have to read the graphic novel, I guess.
There you go.
Which will happen after I finish The Boys, and then if I probably will forget by then, so it won't matter.
There you go. You won't remember. Now, on the
just kicked my
hold on. On the movie front.
Yes.
You okay over there?
Yeah, just kicked the leg of the table, the desk I'm sitting at.
You're a hot mess today, Mark. Hot mess.
Yeah.
So we're getting a sequel. We are getting Shazam Fury of the Gods teaser,
Yes.
which was kind of cool. They had him like in
Now,
a
is this
black
one like? Does
silhouette.
this introduce Black Adam, or is that a separate?
I don't know.
Okay.
Now who's supposed to play Black Adam?
The Rock.
I don't know. I thought he was getting his own movie.
He is. But I don't know if he's going to show up in this movie.
Oh, I mean, there could be.
I don't know what comes first. I'm assuming Black Adam's going to come out, I think, next year. So I think this will come out the following year. I'm assuming.
I don't know. Does it say in the teaser when Shazam's? If this is a teaser, that means it's got to be coming out
soon. Yeah, I don't know. Black Adam is in production now, I believe.
Yeah, I have no idea. I kind of would be kind of cool if, I mean, now I don't think we're gonna get Superman making a cameo.
Or Black Adam, sorry, that's the name.
Black Adam. So I like the first Shazam. I thought it was dark and fun. It was funny. It was different. It was great that it was like geared towards a younger audience, but it still had some very scary moments, which was cool. So overall, I like Shazam. I think of all the DCU kind of stuff, Shazam is probably up there.
Shazam was the best one of all the ones I remember. That was a good one.
Yeah, had a fun ending.
Black Adam comes out July 29th, 2022.
Okay, so next year. So maybe it introduces them, considering the title, Fury of the Gods.
Shazam Fury of the Gods comes out June 2nd, 2023.
Oh, holy shit. They're teasing this that far out?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Shazam takes on Hespera and Calypso, daughters of the Greek god Atlas.
Wow.
I don't know why they would do a teaser now. I mean, that's like,
I guess just because maybe they started filming.
We're getting like crazy with these teasers at this point. It's like it's way too early for these things.
I know. They should have teased it like the year it's coming out or something.
Yeah, it's like how far out do we want to be? It's like I'll forget about it by then.
Yeah.
It's like, why get your hopes up if it's not going to come out like this year or something? Like, why? Or next year even. And if you have a teaser already made, isn't the movie almost ready to go then?
You know, he could be just doing a suit thing. So, who knows? Anyway, so that is happening. Now, speaking of DCU, this ties into our next story. The Flash director reveals return of Keaton's classic Batman suit. He put on Instagram the 89 Batman symbol with blood on it, very much like Watchmen. Very much like Watchmen. Also, it's interesting because this Flash movie will be having the Zack Snyder Batman in it. His Batman is going to be in this movie. Michael Keaton's going to be in this movie, which is interesting because they asked Zack Snyder about the whole Rock wanting to keep the Snyderverse going. And Zack Snyder said he knew nothing about it and that it was all news to him. And if he felt that like that passionately and he wanted to, he's more than welcome to. And he's basically said, he goes, but my characters are still out there because he goes, my Batman will be in the Flash movie. So Ben Affleck will be back, I'm assuming, in this Flash movie.
I think it's already been shot, so that's the thing. Like a lot of this has all been shot. Like going back to the Shazam thing, the film was originally scheduled to be released April 1st of next year. But due to COVID, it got pushed back to November 4th. And then just recently got pushed back again to June 2nd of 2023. So the movie's probably done. It's just sitting in a box right now waiting to come out.
Right.
Which is going to be a problem for a while, I think. We're going to have this issue for a couple of years. The movies just sitting, waiting to be released.
Right. I'm actually looking forward to this movie with Ezra as Flash. getting an Affleck, getting a Keaton Batman. We were kind of worried that Keaton wasn't coming back because basically said if he couldn't travel or something,
Yeah.
he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But they got him wherever they're filming, and
but going off Zack Snyder's movies, you can shoot a whole character, not even be on set, and it slides right in seamlessly, no problems whatsoever.
Seamlessly, it's like the person was there the entire time. Yeah,
you have no issues with height or anything.
It's just Tig Notaro playing Batman now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
shot it from her home.
I'm excited for this because it's not being directed or written by Zack Snyder. It's being this is someone else taking those characters and having fun with them, and I think it could be interesting. And
can I ask
come
the
on,
random
Keaton?
question? The random question. DC is still Warner Brothers, correct? As of right now,
it always has been.
Isn't there like a situation where Amazon's trying to buy Warner Brothers?
We said this last year. No, Amazon bought MGM.
Oh, MGM.
Said this last week.
No, Discovery. They just bought Discovery. Didn't Warner Brothers just buy Discovery? I thought that was a thing.
What are you on crack, Mark?
No, it was on the John Oliver show last night. Warner Brothers Discovery just merged.
Yes, maybe that's a thing. Sure,
that's a thing.
That has nothing to do with anything that we're talking about.
No, I just wanted I didn't want to I was just saying because if it's like the Fox Disney situation.
No,
I don't want these movies is gonna get shelved or you know what I mean.
Amazon
like
bought
New
MGM.
Mutants.
Amazon bought MGM. That was a big one. Discovery Channel is probably being folded into another company. I don't watch Discovery, so I don't care.
Well, you probably do watch Discovery, you just don't know it.
I don't.
Because Discovery announces new name of Warner Media merger.
Okay.
Warner Brothers Discovery. Yeah.
Discovery Channel.
AT&T said it would spin off Warner Media, the entertainment giant containing Warner Brothers, HBO, DC Comics, and CNN, among many others, and that's Discovery would take over the new company. So Discovery has a lot of stuff under its banner already.
Yeah.
Discovery is a Food Network.
Don't watch it.
I think the Oprah channel.
Don't watch it.
I think Oprah owns a part of Discovery somehow.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of channel. I think A&E is under Discovery.
Don't watch A&E.
HLN is under Discovery.
So basically, they'll be folded into HBO Max, I'm assuming.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. More content for the price. Great.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to this Flash movie. That's all I'm saying.
When is this Flash movie coming out again? Is that that been announced? When it's actually?
I don't know. Oh, it's coming out November 4th, 2022.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I think what they're trying to do is stay away from Disney, because I think don't we get the first Avatar movie this year or next year?
I don't know, nor do I care.
No, I know, but I mean, they're banking on that being some big property, a big hit. My prediction for Avatar movies, the first one out of the gate, well, the second one will be very popular because a lot of people are going to want to see it because it's 3D. But I think as they come out, they will go down in sales. I feel like the second one will be really big. The next one will just be okay, and then the last one will just be like a thud. I don't think people are going to care that long.
Avatar 2 is expected December 16th of 2022.
Yeah. Wow.
Kate Winslet's a character.
Everyone is a character.
Zoe Saldana's back. Vin Diesel.
Oh God, Vin Diesel.
Sigourney Weaver's back.
Is he gonna play Groot?
I don't know. Giovanni Ribisi, Jermaine Clement.
They were all in the first one.
Sam Worthington's back.
Oh, he got his career back.
Yeah. I thought like some of these people died.
I don't remember. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you the plot of the first movie. That's how long
I thought
ago.
Sigourney Weaver's character died.
No, she didn't die, I don't think.
Like she was in a camper or something and it exploded.
I don't know, Mark. Do we care?
I don't know.
Do we care? Do we care?
No, it's just I can't even tell you anything about. I just remember watching it being like, this is just like a live action version of Fern Gully.
Yes, we said this a million times.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a live action thing.
Not even the good one with like, not even the good parts with like Robin Williams as a bat, you know. Price check on prune juice bomb. Price check on prune juice.
Anyway,
And that James Woods is the sludge monster, and he sang.
I don't remember any of that either.
Yeah.
No.
It's a good movie. You should go back and watch it.
Anyway.
You should do a rewatch of Fern Gully.
No. My last bit of news.
Oh, okay, great.
You have news? Because, you know.
No, I got nothing.
All right, so no complaining.
I'm not. I was excited.
My favorite time of year is kicking off June 12th. It is E3 2021. I love video games, and this is like my Christmas. June 12th kicks off Ubisoft, Gearbox, and Games Beat kicks off the 5-day or 4-day celebration of E3. Sunday, Microsoft and Bethesda Games Showcase, Square Enix, Warner Brothers. On Monday, Take-Two Interactive, Capcom, Freedom Games, Mythical Games. They're all going to be showcasing their stuff. And then on Tuesday, Nintendo Direct and Bandai Namco and GameSpot will also have focus events.
GameStop or GameSpot?
GameSpot.
Oh.
There's a lot of great things happening. I mean, I love E3. I will try to catch as much as I can and talk about it next week. It's funny because this year it's virtual, but for me, it's always been virtual. It's virtual.
I've never actually been to it, so
right.
Wouldn't mean any difference to you.
For the folks who have to go and report on everything, for them it's virtual. I do miss the spectacle of their grand things they would do, but you know, whatever. Yeah. I'm so excited for the new Far Cry 6 game this October, man. That's all I want. Give me Far Cry, baby. Give me Far Cry. But a lot of great games will be announced this weekend. So
I actually went into a GameStop for the first time in like ever.
Yeah. What were you doing then?
I don't know if you know him, Zach, one of the volunteers at Public Access. He's a manager at the one. He got moved to the store by my house, so I happened to be out, and he said he was working, so I swung by and said hey to him. I hadn't seen him since the lockdown, so it's kind of crazy to be inside a store.
Is Zach from
Public Access and Chill?
Yeah. Which they don't put new episodes out anymore. So.
They've been doing virtual comic shows or comedy shows.
Yes.
And they've been using those as their Public Access and Chills as opposed to because they can't do studio stuff. So
yeah.
I've been airing those for them instead.
You have to send them to me because they're not in their YouTube page.
All right, I'll remind them and reach out to you.
Or just send me their Dropbox or whatever they use.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, GameStop, like, it's weird because now Best Buy's gone, and for video game purchasing, all I have is now I'll go to GameStop
or Target.
But GameStop will probably have
or Walmart.
I'm not going to drive to Walmart, but Walmart is cheaper.
And it's also closer to you than Target.
Target's closer to me. Target is like 8 minutes away.
Walmart's not much farther.
It's about 15 minutes away.
Oh my god!
And I don't like going to Walmart.
East Windsor.
I rather go to Target any day of the week than ever going to a fucking Walmart. I hate going into Walmart. It's not my favorite thing.
Or you just buy them online, have them shipped to your house.
I'd rather support a store than buy.
If you buy them from the store online, it's still the same thing.
Or I can just get it that day in my hand.
Well, if you go to GameStop, you can buy the digital version of it. You don't have to worry about it.
Why would I go to GameStop to buy a digital copy of something?
Online.
I like physical. I like owning stuff.
You're that old guy. I need the disc.
Yeah, I do.
I, on the other hand, will just download it.
I like having the.
And I've come to the point now where, like, the sports games, I've no longer like am attached to like playing them when they come out. I'll wait till the season ends and then get it like for free on like the EA thing or one of those things.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, that's how I've started doing it.
Game.
Not that I haven't played a video game in months, but
sports video games do not hold their value at all. And then as soon as you get the newest one, you're literally just stuck with it, and it's worth like a penny.
Yeah.
And nobody wants it because they only want the new one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I hear you. I mean, if I was a sports person, I would buy them digitally.
Yeah.
Because you're literally just wasting plastic.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Because there's no replay value. Like, I
can
go back and play
but
an old
like, don't like. I mean, it's the nostalgia value of when you had like a certain guy on your team, or if a guy that retired or something, you could play as him or whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
But I mean, it's not like it's whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the last game I played was like Wreckfest. It's a great game.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That looks pretty fun.
It's worth it.
It's like the Demolition Derby.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kind of game.
Yeah. It's great. You like couch racing? You're on a couch. You're racing guys, and they hit you, and your avatar guy like flies across the body, like flies across the thing and everything.
That's awesome. I don't have to fire that up.
Yeah.
I think it was on Game Pass. I think it was like on Game
it was a Game Pass one. That's how I got it.
Yeah.
It's good stuff though.
Nice. I have to check it out.
Yeah.
That's all I got, Mark. Do you have anything I missed?
No, just Wednesday. Big day. Debut of Loki.
I know. What's something to talk about because.
Oh man, I'm excited.
How many episodes?
6 episodes.
How long are they going to? Okay, let's play some bets.
I'm assuming they're going to be half-hour episodes.
Right now, let's play some bets. Ooh, I should write this down, and then we can see what we.
Well, we know it's 6 episodes.
We're not going to bet on that.
We're not going to bet on that.
We're going to bet on the length. Hold on. Now, if you go over, it's like.
We're going to bet on the length, he said.
Oh, it's like The Price is Right. If you go over, you lose. So, how long do you think the first episode is going to be?
I'm going to say 40 minutes.
First episode, you're saying 40 minutes.
Yep.
If you go over, you're wrong. I'm going to say it's going to be 30 or less. So I'll say 30 minutes.
Okay.
Second question. We'll say, on average, how long will each episode be for the whole season?
I'm going to say average 35 minutes.
35 minutes. I kind of agree with that. But just to be different, I'll say 40 minutes.
Okay.
It goes against what I said about the first episode. But
yeah, it does.
We won't know until we finish the series.
Yeah.
Will there be a big cameo, and who would that cameo be? So the first question is, will there be a big cameo? Yes. Just give me a yes or no. What do you think?
Well, it depends what you mean by. You mean like main Avengers characters type cameo?
Yes.
I mean in the teaser it was hinted at. Yes. I'm gonna stick with the teaser is gonna be right, and we're gonna get Scarlett Johansson as Scarlet or as a Black Widow.
Okay, so you're saying yes, and we're
Yeah.
saying Black Widow for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this.
I think he's gonna go back and he's gonna with the because he's got the Tesseract and that whole thing's gonna happen, and there's gonna be some kind of thing where he goes to where she dies, and he like offers to save her, and she says no. Kind of thing. Like that's like one of the things they had to.
She'd be dead. She can't answer that question.
Well, no, because it's in that like nether world kind of thing. Because they show that scene where he's sitting on the rock and she's like facing away from him in the teaser trailer. So I feeling like they're like each. It's gonna be like a quantum leap kind of show, where he's gonna have to go set things right, which once were put wrong. So he's gonna be like hopping into these different characters. And so I think like that's gonna be like he's gonna hop into like Hawkeye per se, as like just a thorough. But I'm just gonna say like that kind of thing where he has to like, I don't know. There's gonna be some kind of thing with Scarlet Witch or Black Widow. I don't know why I always do that.
It'd be interesting. What if he goes before she kills herself?
Yeah.
And he sacrifices himself.
Yeah.
So she could live.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no big cameo.
Wow.
At all. I'm gonna say no.
They did hint at it, so it's kind of surprising that they wouldn't pay off at least something.
All right, well, you say yes, Black Widow, and I'm gonna say no.
I actually will even lean towards more than one.
All right, who's your second one?
I think there's gonna be some kind of Asgard appearance.
Well, if they go to Asgard, it's not really cameo because those.
No, but I mean like the characters from there though. Like you're gonna get like I could see like an Idris Elba or like his mom.
You know what? I'm not gonna call those cameos because they would be part of the story. That'd be like saying, I'm going to go to the Simpsons house and there's going to be cameos by the Simpsons family. Well, that's their house. Of course they would be there. And this character comes from Asgard. So I feel like that's not a cameo because he lives in that world.
Okay. But Asgard's doesn't exist at this point.
I understand, but he could go in the past.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yes. And he's from there.
So did Thor, and that was technically a cameo that she showed up.
Anybody
lives there.
I wouldn't. Okay, what I'm getting at is the character lives in this world. That's where he's from. So for me, for him to go back to Asgard and see anybody from that world wouldn't be a cameo, but part of that world. A cameo would be an outside person like Black Widow or like Spider-Man, someone out of the norm, out of this universe.
So you're saying if Thor shows up, that's not a cameo?
To me, that would feel natural if he were to show up. But
I'm saying, but I mean, it really technically wouldn't be a character in the show because it takes place in the past.
I understand, but do you get what I'm saying? Like, I kind of feel like that's the world he's from. So to see those folks, to me,
so like the stuff in the beginning, like you're gonna. So if you say like the first episode's definitely gonna take place during Endgame, like that scene from Endgame is gonna be the launch of the show.
Probably, but
those don't count as cameos, is what you're saying?
No, because
I'm saying so.
Yeah. A cameo would be like your Black Widow scenario.
So if we go into so I'm saying if someone comes next week and is like, oh, well, you said cameo, and like that person shows up from the first scenes because it's the scenes from Endgame. Just making sure we're clarifying the rules is what I'm doing.
I'm saying a cameo would be someone out of the norm of that world.
So anyone outside of the Asgardian world, so to speak. Right,
would be. If we saw Bruce Banner, cameo. But if we saw Thor, well, I almost would expect to see Thor at some point because he's his brother.
So we saw like Tony Stark. That's a cameo.
Right.
In a non movie clip version.
Yeah.
Like a new scene is what you're saying.
Yeah. I feel like they're going to recycle and use that clip of him disappearing.
Oh yeah, because that's gonna be the whole start of the show.
But I think there's going to be no big cameo.
Okay.
That's me. You say yes, Black Widow.
Yeah.
What else do we normally do here?
Are we gonna get any new characters? Like who's like a new?
Okay, in the first episode, how many times will Luke Wilson say "Wow"?
Wow, that's a. Whew.
Wow count for me at least 2 times. I'm putting 2.
I'm going to, just because I think Marvel's gonna know that that's going on, like the WoW thing. I would not be surprised if it's 0.
First episode 0?
Like they don't use it because it's like a gimmick kind of thing.
It's just part of his vernacular. Wow. It's like, I bet you it's not even on the script. He just says wow a lot.
He says wow all the time.
Yeah, he just...
Luke, stop saying wow. Wow, didn't know I was doing that.
Wow. There's
I know. There's a video online. Of
this. Yeah. It's so great.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Any new characters that are gonna get brought into the universe, like major new characters?
I think so, because I mean, the last 2 shows introduced new characters.
So who do you think they're gonna bring in? I'm saying.
I don't know. I haven't watched much about this. I don't know. Who could they bring in?
You gotta think this is somehow gotta lead into.
It doesn't have to lead to anything. It's not going to lead into anything. I think if
I think this show.
No, I don't think it's leads to anything.
Well, let me just finish what I'm gonna say first.
All right.
The other 2 movies have led into something, or were leading towards something. Like, WandaVision was leading towards Doctor Strange.
Well,
Falcon and Winter Soldier was leading towards the next Captain America movie.
Yes, but the other one was.
This movie's not like on its own kind of thing. There's got to be some kind of attachment to Thor: God and Thunder, or Love and Thunder.
I could see that, but I feel like it's going to be its own thing, and I don't think it's going to... It could hint at something, but I don't think it's going to lead directly into anything.
Like, my thought is, because this whole time shift thing, this is how we get Natalie Portman as Thor.
I think we're going to see that in the movie.
I know, but I'm thinking that end of this season will hint that that's like something.
You think so?
I'm thinking.
You're thinking?
Yes.
Okay, so the bet is going to be, you think it leads into...
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Leads into Thor 3. No, 4.
4, yeah.
I'm going to say it stands on its own and really doesn't lead into anything. No leads into anything.
Because it makes no sense if it didn't.
It doesn't have to.
But it's Disney, or it's Marvel. Everything's connected somehow.
No, but they're connected. But I mean,
there's got to be some kind of reason for this episode, for this show.
Yeah,
not just the fact that he has a Tesseract.
We're going to see.
Thing. But I mean, there's going to be some kind of like,
that's the point of the show.
What the progression of this character is after this. It's not going to just stop with Loki just not existing or whatever.
I'm going to be wild on my next one. I think Loki
dies
at the end of this. Really?
I think going back to what you said earlier, I think Loki sacrifices himself to bring back Black Widow.
Dies. I say yes. He will die. For real.
Yeah.
For real. You say
he's dead in one reality.
Yes.
This is a split reality.
Yes.
So it's either he stays in the split reality or works for the TVA and becomes like a TVA agent and he's not in the real time, or his character has to die somehow.
All right, so we both say yes, he's gonna die, and you say yes, I say yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll even throw in the thing that I think he has to die, and he's gonna sacrifice himself to bring back Black Widow.
Okay, I'll write that down. 2.
So at this point, if you have that movie coming out, and this is leading into that movie,
it's not leading into the movie though.
No, but I'm saying time-wise. I'm just saying, not like story-wise, just time-wise. A perfect way to do that, to make this, like, I don't know, it's already been shot and everything, but if there's something in this show where he sacrifices himself and Black Widow now is back into the universe, you can then bring her back into the full story again.
But don't forget,
you can use her in Hawkeye, and you can use her in
Black Widow is a prequel. So
I know, but you think about it though, you've already in Endgame, you lost 3 main characters. You lost Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow.
Yeah.
Bringing back another, like, one of those characters, the easiest one to bring back, story-wise, would be Black Widow.
It would be, but it could possibly.
And they never said anything about her not continuing as the character.
Yeah, but it could bother people.
They said was not doing any more movies was Tony Stark, and Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans have both said they're not doing that character anymore.
But Black Widow was still coming out, so of course you wouldn't say that.
I know, but there was never anything mentioned like there's not a way of bringing her back.
All right, so yes, he will die to bring back Black Widow. I said yes, he will die for real. I like the Black Widow theory, but I'm gonna say no.
Because how Marvel comic booky would that be? Loki sacrifices himself, brings back Black Widow. Black Widow reappears for the first time in the Hawkeye series towards the end. She comes back, and they have that thing, and that's why he decides to retire.
Who to retire?
Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye.
Well, he's retiring because I think his daughter is going to pick up the mantle.
Well, because of the trauma of losing Nat.
Yeah.
But now if she comes back,
yeah.
How great of an ending to that series would that be?
It would be cool. I agree with you. Let's see. What else can we wager on? Of
Will
course,
there be a villain, a main villain in this? Or is it just Loki is like the villain?
He is the
We've never seen anything in the thing that says there's someone that's trying to affect anything. It's just him on random time heists, basically.
Crazy adventures.
Yeah, but is there some kind of bad involved in this?
It could be him trying to make, you know what? Maybe there's not a real villain per se, but maybe throughout his life, he's going to try to fix some things that he effed up on.
I get that, but I'm saying, so you think there's not going to be any kind of... every series has had a bad guy. Every movie has had a bad guy.
Of course.
There's no way they wouldn't have a bad guy in this. There has to be some sort of villain in this show. Be it the head of the time agency that's trying to... Or someone in the time agency that's trying to throw him off or something, or... I'm
going to say the villain. There is a villain, and I'm going to say the villain will be secretly Luke Wilson.
Oh.
That's what I'm going to say. It's a wild one. That is a wild
one. That is. I'm going to say that the villain is that new character that they're going to intro into.
I'll say new character.
Yeah. Someone we haven't seen yet.
Okay.
We have seen it. We just didn't notice it. That could be a thing too.
Right. I would be happy with, Luke Wilson sending him all over the place to do all these things because he's keeping him occupied.
Well, he's like the Al from Quantum Leap. Only Loki can see him. He appears on a little digital pad that talks to the computers back in TVA headquarters.
I haven't seen anything. So I'm excited. to watch this fresh. I don't know anything.
Maybe his next jump will be his next jump home.
Whoa. No, what did he say? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And then he lands in a female's body and it looks in the mirror and he goes, oh boy. And then
or he lands in a black guy's body.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
My favorite episode of Quantum Leap was when he was in
every episode.
He was in who shot JFK there?
Oswald.
Oswald. He went Oswald's body.
Yeah.
That was a good episode.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. He's like,
great show. Yeah. One of the greatest shows on television ever made.
Phenomenal.
It's on like Cozy TV or something. You can still see it. They have like 3 runs.
Yeah, Cozy TV, they rerun
a
whole bunch of classic stuff.
Yeah.
What else can we say about this? I think we hit it all, Mark. We got the villain, we got the dying, we got the big cameo. How many Luke Wilson owes? Episode lengths. I think we nailed
How long is the first episode going to be?
Well, yeah, we did that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I'm going to hold on to this. We're going to come back to this. I'm going to.
Should type it up.
I'm going to keep it here, and I will keep track of it, and then
we'll have our first answer on Monday.
We'll have our first answer on Monday.
We'll know how long the first episode was. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be nice to like have something different. This is going to be. That's the one nice thing about these Marvel shows is everyone's different.
Yes.
Nothing's kind of the same. Like the first one was like a drama, and it was like the comedy. Second one was like the action adventure. This one's going to be a lot. I think this one's going to be really like a lot of comedy in this one.
Yeah. With
some action adventure mixed in. So
science fiction, time travel, and he's got the snarkiness. And you got Luke Wilson, who's he's in comedies mostly.
Kind of like this is Tom Hiddleston's audition to be the next Doctor Who, kind of.
Yes.
All timey-wimey and stuff.
Would he be the next Doctor Who? I don't know.
Oh, how good would he be as Doctor Who?
He would be too good. I like to have someone I don't be too good. I like someone you don't know. You're discovering like a new person. I don't know. I have not watched Doctor Who at all.
What has been on for a while?
Oh yeah, I didn't watch last season.
Has been on since the new year.
Oh, well, that explains it. It's on HBO, so I can watch it on HBO, which is great.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
But they haven't had any new episodes until I think this fall,
Oh, wow.
Jeez. Yeah.
All right, Mark. Is that it? Has that been a show?
Sounds good to me. Sounds like it's a good show. We've covered a lot of stuff, a lot of bases. We have a plan for the future, and I think things are gonna work out well. I'm excited for what we have going on here. I appreciate your time, and can't wait to talk about this some more next time.
Here on Geekonomics.
Geekonomics.
Woo-hoo.
Bye-bye.